Hi, I'm Jack Lucas, finalist of MasterChef 2014, and welcome back to my new series. In this episode, I'm going to be showing you how to make the most incredible crispy pork belly with creamed cabbage and leeks. Pork belly, in my opinion, has to be one of the best cuts of meat. It's one of the cheaper ones, but it crackles up really well when cooked properly, and it tastes absolutely fantastic. So I'm going to cook the pork on a trivet of vegetables. So this is kind of anything you've got lying around the house. Some carrots, just roughly chop it up into slices. A red onion, just chopped into sort of thick pieces. And this is just going to lift the pork up from the bottom of the pan and stop it from burning and catching. You could make it into an incredible gravy as well. So I'll just pop those in there. A whole head of garlic, just slice sort of lengthways, and then you get two amazing halves like this. This is just going to act as, again, a bit of perfume for the pork. And then some herbs. Rosemary, you could put some sage in here, some thyme. I'm just popping some rosemary and some flat leaf parsley. So that goes in. Drizzle of olive oil. And next up is the pork. So for the pork, this has come from a butcher, and any butcher will score it for you, but I'm just going to give it a little bit more of a score because that's what allows for the fat to render out and it to crackle up really nicely. So with a very sharp knife, you just want to run your knife in and just pierce the skin. And you can go in sort of even distances all the way along the piece of pork. And this bit that I've got here will probably serve about 2 people because remember, it shrinks up quite a lot when it's cooked. So, how to get the best crackling. Now, there are a number of different methods. Some people pour boiling water on it, some people put salt and olive oil. All I'm going to do is rub salt into the skin. No olive oil because, of course, the fat will render out and create a kind of oil as it cooks, so there's no need for that. Just a nice bit of salt. I'm going to season the bottom as well, as I haven't seasoned the vegetables. A bit of pepper on the underside as well. Mop all of that seasoning up and pop it onto your tray of vegetables, making sure it doesn't sit at the bottom. Then all that needs to happen is this needs to go into the oven at about 160 degrees. I find is the best for about 1.5 hours to 2 hours, by which point you should have perfect crackling. If it's still not quite there, just turn the heat up for maybe another 10 to 15 minutes and it will crispen up nicely. So this goes into the oven. So to go with this amazing crispy pork, I'm going to be serving some braised leeks and cabbage with pancetta. Now, it's super simple, but a great accompaniment for any Sunday roast. So, some lovely fatty pancetta, just slice it into bits. You could use cured bacon. Over a high heat, add a little bit of olive oil into a pan. Not too much, as the fat will render from the bacon, and in goes the pancetta. Fry this until crispy and the fat has rendered down. Strain off the excess fat and add in the leeks. Season with salt and pepper, followed by the cabbage, the garlic and shallot, and a little extra oil, and fry for a couple of minutes until translucent. For a full list of ingredients, just head over to the website. Add in a generous knob of butter and cook for a couple more minutes with the lid on. Right, so the pork's been in for about 2 hours, so I'm going to get it out of the oven. Oh, and it smells absolutely fantastic. You can see we've got some lovely kind of crispy crackling, which is exactly what we're after. And don't forget, if you make this at home, this looks great on Instagram, so don't forget to send us a picture and tweet us as well. But all I'm going to do is just kind of carve this up, serve it with the creamed cabbage and leeks, which of course is kind of reduced down and smells fantastic. So I'm just going to put a nice generous portion of this on the plate. And of course, our crispy pork belly. And that's what you're after. This bit that flakes off, you know it's just so tender and juicy in the middle. So that really is as simple as it is. That is my crispy pork belly with the most amazing creamed cabbage and leeks. I'm going to enjoy this one. I'll see you next time.